Now to vote 2024, Governor DeSantis is right back on the campaign trail, fresh off his second-place finish in the Iowa caucus. Former President Trump received 51% of the Iowa vote in a landslide victory. DeSantis got 21%. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley came in third at 19%. News4JAX reporter Ann Maxwell spoke with our News4JAX political analyst about what this means for the future of the DeSantis campaign.
He said it's going to be a tough road ahead for Governor DeSantis as well as former South Carolina Governor Haley, but especially for DeSantis, as he said the candidate did not pick up the momentum he was going for in one of the most conservative early voting states. Governor DeSantis is continuing to campaign the day after finishing 30 points behind former President Donald Trump in Iowa. Later tonight, Governor DeSantis has a town hall in New Hampshire. This morning, he addressed voters in Greenville, South Carolina.
Nikki Haley said only the top two from Iowa, go on to be viable. Well, guess what? We might start taking out Iowa.
But News4JAX political analyst Rick Mullaney, who is the director of Jacksonville University's Public Policy Institute, says the Florida governor's showing in Iowa didn't garner the splash of momentum that candidates often hope to pick up out of the gate.
And a lot of this relates to perception and donors. Are the donors going to support you?
We know Governor DeSantis has worked really hard campaigning in Iowa, but to still come in second by that big of a margin, what does that say to you about the Republican Party right now?
First of all, Donald Trump has a commanding lead. And we are trying to portray this as being a competitive race, but at the moment it's really not competitive. It's Donald Trump's. For Governor DeSantis, Iowa was a disappointment.
He notes that could mean trouble for fundraising going forward.
But he has lost some donor support, he has lost some funding, and he has spent a lot. He spent a lot in Iowa, and he was betting his campaign on his performance in Iowa.
The latest available federal campaign finance records show as of late September, the DeSantis campaign had raised more than $31 million, putting it in third place behind former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden when it came to fundraising. Through the same time frame, the DeSantis campaign had spent $19 million of that money. Mullaney says in New Hampshire, which tends to have more moderate voters than Iowa, Haley will have an edge over DeSantis. But for now, polls suggest GOP primary voters favor former President Donald Trump, even as he faces dozens of criminal charges. And courts could decide whether some states can keep him off the ballot.
The odds very much favor that he will be on the ballot. But I'm sure it is going through the minds of Governor Haley and Governor DeSantis that they want to be the alternative, and you never know what events may help spring you into the lead.
We are 1 week away from the GOP primary in New Hampshire. As for Florida's presidential primary, we are 2 months out. That is on March 19th. Reporting in Jacksonville, Ann Maxwell, Channel 4, the local station.